welcome to the Wild Horses channel. In today's episode of the Weekend Review, we'll pass with you the main cryptocurrencies weekly chart. We start right now with Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, and EOS. So stay tuned. Don't forget to sign up to our channel and activate the notifications. In this first chart, Bitcoin quoted in Tether per BTC USDT prices according to Binance in all this and following charts. We see here another week down. However, we see the volume also falling, and this, as we mentioned in yesterday's edition of Market and Economy, is in our view a positive signal that shows perhaps the fall is nearing an end. We pointed out that there's a projection of the uptrend line here depicted in blue, so a third projection of the inferior one that matches very well the bottom of the recent weekly charts, suggesting that we have tested the bottom and now we are ready to move up. Another important signal is that we are still trading, although each time in a lower level, above the downtrend line in red that has marked the tops of the chart since the 14K. In this sense, we believe there's a reversal coming and an up move nearby. So let's follow this up next week to see how that goes. We follow to Ether or Ethereum, like many calls. In fact, Ether is the coin, Ethereum is the blockchain. So Ether in Tether, in a much different figure here. We see the chart still depressed, very new to the minimums, to the historical minimums here depicted in this chart. It still have not had the move up that Bitcoin experienced since April. It experienced an up until 300 something, approaching the 400. We see in the chart, then it reversed as the 14K was achieved by Bitcoin, and that started falling. So severely depressed the prices here, and we foresee a move up because the Ethereum, unlike the Bitcoin, has a much wider set of use cases, especially in DeFi, which are decentralized finances, and this is not yet priced in. So we see here an uptrend in blue, and that's not yet reached by the price. That happens with prices above $200 or 200 tethers in this case of this chart, and that's still not yet achieved. So we see a move up crossing this line, most likely once Bitcoin enters again the 9K and above. That might mark a spark of a rising prices of Ether above this trend line, above 200, and then yes, there has a ready path to try the 300, and that is a very good recovery that might picks up the rhythm and bring us to the 400, and that's what we're expecting most likely during next year. So that's an excellent opportunity to accumulate this coin. We do not give financial recommendation, we are not giving advice. However, this is our solely opinion that matches our own acts. Moving on, we see here Ripple in Tether above a support line, important support line that was tested recently, and when Bitcoin had that move in the direction of the 10K, that reversed and brought us back to 8K 8300. We had a reversal as well in the prices of Ripple. However, it's now trading once again above the support line, and that's a very negative signal. So maybe the 27 cents might be resistance for a longer time, which even above the support line that trades just around the 30 cents. So not a good sign for Ripple in these recent weeks, and that forecast in our view not a gloomy horizon for this coin. Moving on, we have here Litecoin. Litecoin still trading above the uptrend line, although not above the 60s. That has occurred once it breached the downtrend line in red, now be left behind. Still, we are trending above the uptrend line in blue. A longer term perspective, however, lower gain. So what we see here is somehow an amplified version of what we have in Ethereum. And we expect this to continue in a lower pace unless Bitcoin sparks up. In this case, we are likely to reach a non-depicted chart here, a non-depicted line here, an uptrend line. It passes in the bottom, supporting the uptrend that happened during 2019 until July, once we reached the 14K in Bitcoin. That line is possible. Then we are talking about $175 right now. The current value would be of this trend line in for Litecoin in this chart, and that's a possibility. But we see here the $60, 76, 96, and then yes, it has room to grow up to 120 and above. But right now we are struggling with the 60, but most important, not to lose this uptrend line. Moving on to Bitcoin Cash, we see here that we just lost the support at 280. That's very negative, and it would normally lead us back to the uptrend line, that's projection around 240. However, we find that unlikely to happen if Bitcoin does not fall. So it's likely to turn back and test again the 280, which it's somehow started to do in recent days. However, the support, the horizontal line at 280 was lost, and that per se indicates a move down, and in this case we must watch the 240 as a possible target in the next weeks. So if we do not reverse and test it, it's likely that we'll have a fall down till 240. Reasons for that are unknown, but that's what the chart says. Another point is that the volume in the week of Bitcoin Cash Tether is very low, and that has been negative for the coin since last year. So all over this year, better saying. So let's follow this up and take note of the volume. And last but not least, we have here EOS still struggling with the support at 3.60, however trading above an uptrend line in 340, 339. So that's an important signal. If we go above that, if we lose that uptrend line, that's also negative, as it will be for Litecoin to trade below its uptrend line at this time. That will take mostly the price testing the 300, mostly taking it below. But that again will require a fall down in Bitcoin, mostly below the 8K line. So that was our analysis for today. Thank you very much for your audience. Thank you very much for your attention. Do not forget to sign up to our channel and activate the notifications. Monday we have Bitcoin, Litecoin and Bitcoin Cash analysis. On Tuesday we have Ethereum, EOS and the pair Ethereum EOS, and on Wednesday Tech Dive, on Thursday First Steps, and on Friday we do not have edition, and Saturday, as yesterday, Market and Economy. So sign up to our channel and miss not our next episodes. Thank you very much. Bye bye.